Yo guys, what's up? What's good? How you guys doing? Trust me, I'm so happy to be in your faces, and I will never stop saying I love you guys so much. Thank you for what you do. We love you guys. We appreciate you, and trust us, we don't ever and we will never ever take you guys for granted. We love your effort. We see everything, and then it is this effort that is making us do what we do. So trust us when we say it. We really do appreciate you guys so much. It's Tuesday. Hope you guys are doing fine. I was tonight, and hope you guys are actually back at work to make sure you put food on your tables. Quick one. Tuesday is spectacular for so many things. The Billboard, for so many reasons. Tuesday is just that day and everything. But then the truth is, Tuesday is the day after Monday. So another day to try again what failed yesterday, another day to do better what you did yesterday. So it's just a new day, new opportunity, new stuff to try something new. And basically, so don't get yourself worked out. Don't get yourself under pressure. Just do your thing and make sure you grow on that stuff, and bit by bit you see the better version of yourself. My name is Daki. Name is spelled Darki, and you know it's double E. I'm saying welcome to Gospel Life News, where I bring you updates concerning music and that's across the country. Today we'll begin the news with Davido OBO. This guy for the past days, weeks, he has been through a lot, like a whole lot, back and forth, bashes, clashes. A lot of 30BG guys came out to say, you know what, for what we've heard, we're denouncing our partnership, we're no longer here, we're moving on from 30BG, we're doing this, we're doing that. I just imagine they've done all of that. It was a whole lot of back and forth for him. But basically, we saw the fact that he bounced back rapidly, and at Portugal, at the Afro Nation, Davido acted like nothing ever happened, and obviously he gave the fans exactly what they paid for. Now, paying for Davido's show is you're paying for excellence, you're paying for performance, you're paying for energy, you're paying for top-notch music, and obviously Davido gave these fans everything and more they paid for. We saw where the projects, talking about timeless projects, have surpassed 881.9 million across 5 digital streaming platforms in just the third month. And then it's broken down like this. On Spotify, it's about 153.9 million. That's a plus. For YouTube, about 110 million plus. For Boomplay, about 209.1 million plus. For AudioMark, 237.6 million plus. And then for Apple Music, 171.3 million plus. Massive one to Davido on that one. We saw where obviously we know the Timeless tour began already on the first day of July at the Capital One Arena. Up next is the Toyota Center on the 7th day of July. Then after that, we're going to the Credit Union One Arena, then to the MGM Music Hall, and to the Budweiser stage, and obviously November 18th, amazing day at the State Farm Arena for the Away Festival. Davido is set to take us on a journey back to back to back. For the first half of July, David is going to be on the road visiting 4 places, one down already, and we're left with 5 places rather, one down already, and then we're left with 4 other spaces: Toyota Center, Credit Union One Arena, MGM Music Hall, and obviously the Budweiser stage. Moving on, we saw Davido at the Capital One Arena where he gave these fans an amazing time. Trust me, everybody enjoyed themselves. There were fears about will he sell out, will he not sell out, but basically he sold out to the last seat, and everybody that came enjoyed themselves to the letter. We saw where he came out and actually make it known to people that Davido, and I do pray before anything because God first. I saw where they had the prayers, and Davido came out to say, you know what, you DC, I'm blown away. You all showed up in your thousands and packed up the arena out. I have the best fans in the world. Thank you for showing up and showing out. Next up is Houston Timeless Tour, and then he's saying, see you soon. And Davido is saying, thank you guys for coming out. He really appreciates you guys so much. I miss all that happened. People came out to support and show on staggering support for Davido, and then he's saying he's very grateful. So Davido Unavailable, Mr. Keys. On the chart so far, it stands like this: number 2 on Nigeria turntable singles charts. For the US Afrobeat chart, number 8, on number 1 on the UK Afrobeat chart for 5 weeks, number 60 on the UK singles chart, number 13 on the World Digital Song Sales chart, number 48 on the Switzerland singles chart, number 73 on the Netherlands singles chart, and then number 162 on the France singles chart, and 19 on the New Zealand Hot 40 singles chart. Massive one to Davido. I saw where the rapper talking about Chopper came out to use Davido line saying, "I am unavailable," and then they know they see me. So obviously, this song is doing massive numbers as we speak. I saw where Davido earned six new platinum certification of the Timeless album with songs like Unavailable, Champion Sound, Feel Away, Over Them, No Competition have all earned platinum certifications in Nigeria. Courtesy the TCS official, trust me, and amazed when they turned it's funny how and this is a big one for Nigeria because basically we amplify the UK platinum, the US platinum, the France platinum. Um, for France, it's called the SNEP platinum basically, and the Italian and the Switzerland. But then people give low credit to Nigeria, and this time they're coming up and then they're saying for Davido, you've earned yourself six certifications, six platinum certifications of your timeless project. That's a very massive one, and bit by bit, this particular status quo will grow much stature, and people will start taking it very, very, very seriously. So big one to the organizers and big one to Davido on that one. Moving on, we saw Davido's song Unavailable surpassing 40 million streams on Spotify. At the same time, Godfather surpassing 5 million streams on Spotify. At the same time, Over Them surpassing 9 million streams on Spotify, and also No Competition surpassing 11 million streams on Spotify. Big one we saw for the world album music song chart. Unavailable peaked at currently number 77, peaked at 53, but now at number 177, and he has spent 80 days on the chart. And then for the European Apple Music Songs chart, Unavailable is at number 59, peaked at 56, but now 59, and it has spent 42 days on the chart. Another big one for Davido. Moving on, we have Rema as the next guy on the news. So where Rema came out to check on his fans, where he said, "Are you guys okay? Because I am just checking in." And then we saw where one of his the new song of the Ultra project talking about Charm. The video has surpassed 15 million views on YouTube. Very, very simple video. Video is as simple as ABC. And that video is surpassing 15 million views on YouTube. Massive one to Rema on that one. So where Selena Gomez came out to do this, and then she said, "This man has changed my life forever. Rema, thank you for choosing me to be part of one of the biggest songs in the world, Love You Forever," at Rema. Selena is saying, "Thank you, thank you, thank you to Rema for doing what you did, for putting me on this song. Thank you, thank you." And she's very, very grateful. As a matter of fact, that alone melted a lot of Africans' heart because it doesn't come often. And when it comes like this, we all receive it with joy, and then we are so happy that one of our own is doing Africa proud, as it were. And moving on, we saw for the Billboard Global 200, including the US, we saw Chart is out at number 1 to 10. We have Flowers at number 1, La Baby number 2, Ella Baila Sola number 3, Calm Down with Rema and Gomez number 4, Cupid number 5, Where She Goes 6, Last Night with Morgan Wallen 7, Cruel Summer with Taylor Swift 8, Grupo Frontera and Bad Bunny number 9, and Idol number 10. For the Billboard Global 200, excluding the US, we have Idol number 1, Flowers number 2, La Baby number 3, Cupid number 4, Calm Down with Rema number 5, Sprinter number 6, Where She Goes number 7, Ella Baila Sola number 8, Grupo Frontera number 9, and Die For You as number 10. Massive one to Rema for retaining 4 and 5 on this particular chart. And moving on to the big one, the Billboard Hot 100 in the US, which still remains as Morgan Wallen number 1 with Last Night, Fast Cars number 2, Calm Down with Rema and number 3, Flowers. I think Rema retained number 3 from last week to this week. Flowers number 4, All My Life with Lil Duck number 5, Favorite Song number 6, Barbie Ward 7, Karma 8, QB 9, and then Creeping, Metro Boomin and the likes on number 10. Another big one to Rema for retaining 3. So for the Billboard Hot 100, Rema is 3. For the Billboard Global 200 with the US, Rema is 4, and then excluding the US, Rema is 5. So 3, 4, 5 on these platforms. Big one to Rema for making Africa proud on that one. Moving on, we have Asake as the next guy on the news. We saw where at the Afro Nation Portugal, where it came in the old euphoria with the bicycle thingy, and people were like, "Why would you come with a bicycle?" But trust me, Asake knows exactly what he's doing. For the fact that he can sing, he studied theater art, and then he knows exactly how to entertain people, and he does it perfectly, effortlessly. There are no, he doesn't make effort in doing this. He just make people talk, basically doing just himself, and that's a basic, very massive one for Ashake. On that one, we saw where apparently a lot of person never knew what happened and what would have prompted him to jump into the crowd. Well, there, report have it that while he was performing, he had issue with the mic and all of that, And then while they were fixing it, he wanted to have a reach with his audience and his fans. And obviously, he couldn't shout because they would not hear him. So what he did was he had to jump into the crowd to allow him have like close contacts with them and everything. But then reports have it that he fell down. He wasn't caught and everything. But regardless, we saw where they lift him up and tried taking him back to the stage and all of that. It was an amazing one. We saw now then, a lot of talking point before he even jumped. We saw where he ran and then he paused back, went back, removed like wristwatch because obviously fans can be a lot. Like you could go with your phone and come back without your SIM card. Like they know how to do that perfectly. But then regardless, you saw where he did all of that, make sure it was okay, and then he jumped into the crowd and then they brought him back. And when he came back, the mic was fixed and obviously they went back to performing. And moving on, we saw where he had a brief stop by at the O2 Arena to make sure everything was set for the performance of the year. Obviously, Asake is set to storm the O2 Arena, attempting to sell that stage out, and he's doing it next month. And he's saying, you guys should come get ticket because Asake, one of the I'm not like one of actually the first of the generation of his likes to do this and do the big O2, and then he's saying, I intend to sell this one out. Check this on a brief stop by and obviously make sure everything was in place and in check. And moving on, we saw where Mr. Money with the Vibe surpassed 250 million streams on Spotify. At the same time, on Boomplay, also surpassing 400 million streams on Boomplay. And then we saw where Portable and Asake had like conversation. And on this one, Portable wanted to have a song with Asake, and Asake gaslighted him or ghosted him or kept him hanging. Where Asake said, um, my bro, at the right time, everything will work. And then the big question is, when will that right time be? A lot of people feel like this collaboration will never, ever, ever happen because Portable have history of having a song with you and then a couple of months after fighting with you. So people are saying this collaboration might never, ever come to manifestation. Regardless, let's keep fingers crossed and see what happened between these two amazing street artists. And moving on, we saw Shake continues to make history on the weekly artist charts in Nigeria, tallying his record extending 26th week at number one. Additionally, Ashake also tallied the second biggest total activities across all platforms by an artist in the week. Now, for the top 10 artists of the week, we have Ashake number one, Olamide giving him a run for his money at number two, Sheyi Vibes number three, Davido number four, Zinoriski number five, Olamide six, Rema seven, Benson eight, Tiwa Savage nine, and Odumodu Black as number 10. Moving on, we saw Shake speaking to Cool FM, and then this time he said, "You know what? Olamide is one man that changed my life." And then he said, sometime when he wakes up in the morning, he just goes and meets and says, "Olamide, thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you very much." He spoke about how Olamide have helped him, and then he said he cannot stop thank you, Olamide. So he just randomly just goes to meet him and kneels down and say, "Olamide, thank you, thank you, thank you," because basically all he is today is because God intervened, and then Olamide also yielded to help him at the time. So he's saying Olamide is that person he is always, always grateful for at every point of his life. And moving on, we saw Simi come now to give full details about what happened between she and Adekunle Gold before they got married. And then she said at the time, Adekunle Gold used to DM her on Facebook, basically, those of you that do Facebook, DM her on Facebook. She was an artist. Adekunle Gold at the time had not started singing, but was a fan. And then she said she was at the concert to perform, and AG came and said I was a big fan, and then changed contact. And then she just saw a nice guy, basically, and from there they started doing one or two stuff and everything, and then he asked her out and he also started singing, and then she said they blew like similar period and everything. Because after they were dating, she actually discovered that he has been DMing her for like a while on Facebook, and then she never ever read this at the time, but after they got dated she was like, wow, so this guy was DMing me. She also disclosed that they got married 5 years after they met, basically. After they started dating, they were there for 5 years, then they got married. Regardless, both artists are superstars today. Simi just disclosed that Facebook was a medium Adekunle Gold used to know her, and then she never saw the DMs until after they were dating. So for you guys out there who like this girl, go to her DM and send her text messages or something. She might just see it. Maybe after you guys are dating or something, but one day she would see it. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this one, and trust me, I will catch you guys before the end of the day. I love you guys so much.